So in case anybody is wondering, these little convection heaters that burn kerosene, at least in my opinion, they work really great if you have a small garage like I do. I can't remember the dimensions. I think it's 20 by 14 or something like that. So it's not very big, and it's not insulated, and it doesn't have very high trusses, so there's not a ton of space up high, which is where all the heat goes. But in case anybody's wondering about these, I'm pretty happy with it. I've been using it a lot lately, and it's been doing a really good job. It really warms it up in here. So my only complaint is that I keep buying the pre-packaged kerosene from Tractor Supply. It's only 1 gallon, and it's like $12.99 plus tax, so that's a lot for 1 gallon of kerosene. So today I got a new kerosene jug, and I know where there's a kerosene pump, so I can pump my own kerosene. It's much cheaper doing it that way, but it's kind of a drive, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to coordinate it so then I just don't burn a bunch of fuel just to go get that. But if you go there, they will not let you fill anything unless it is a kerosene container. So that's why I got that, and it's blue. So anyway, just for today though, I bought 1 more gallon of this Tractor Supply kerosene. I'm gonna fill this thing up and get it fired up again. I guess I don't really pay attention to it, but I do think this thing kind of uses a lot of fuel. But I can't ever remember how much I put in it and how much it really uses, but I've had it running quite a bit, so I don't know how much it holds either. I probably threw the directions away, but I know it at least will hold a gallon. For the most part, it burns pretty clean too, but I notice after maybe an hour or two, the fumes do get a little bit. It's supposed to be clean burning. These are supposed to be things that you can have inside of a house. Like in an emergency situation, if you lose power and heat, then you're supposed to be able to have these inside, but I would have a window or something cracked open because it does give off some harmful stuff. I think the fuller you get this too, I think the flame just burns a lot better, so it gives off more heat. Okay. Come on. That wick isn't saturated enough, so I'm gonna have to light it. Or maybe the battery's getting dead. I put some really crappy batteries in this thing, and that's what heats up that little coil that's supposed to ignite the wick. See, it kind of gives off some smoke. Sweet. Right now it's just below 40 degrees Fahrenheit in here, and very high humidity, which we've had high humidity for a week now. It's been crazy. We've actually been getting rain instead of snow. And then in about 5 days it's going to be below 0 Fahrenheit, so that's Iowa for you. But anyway, it ain't going to take long for this to warm up. I bet it'll probably go up to about 50 degrees in maybe a half hour. So for, you know, garage this big, that's not bad. That's a lot of volume to fill up with heat. In one of my other videos, when I was putting up my temporary extension cord down to my power strip for my bench setup, I was actually up in the air putting that power cord up, and it was probably 80 degrees up here. It was kind of funny. And then down here it was cold. So obviously heat rises, and you have to fill up the heat up by the ceiling first, and then the heat works its way back down, and that's when it starts to heat you up if you're only 6 foot tall. So kind of funny how that works. When I was at Tractor Supply today getting that kerosene jug and another gallon of kerosene, I was hoping they might have another one of these, because maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago they had these on sale for $99, which is what I paid for this one a little over a year ago. So if they would have had one for $100, I would have got one, and I would have had 2 of these, and that would have been really cool.